What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and it's time for Upset Alert Week 8. And once again, last week we got 6 out of 8 upsets, at least against the spread, and we had 3 outright. Very close to getting 7 out of 8 against the spread. The Indiana-Michigan game was a 7-point game, so they by half a point Michigan covered in that game. So almost got 7 out of 8. So a very good week again. Here are the upsets that actually happened last week. LSU defeated Auburn. This was one of my games. Obviously, I didn't have Clemson, the Syracuse game. I don't think anybody saw that one coming, but we did get the other ones here. Washington State and Cal. I had a feeling that one might happen. I felt pretty confident on this one. I don't know why. I really thought this one was going to happen. And I knew this game would be close, but I wasn't super confident. But at the end of the day, how about that? Arizona State gets it done against Washington as they defeat them 17-3. So let's move on now to this week's games. We got Kentucky at Mississippi State. And honestly, I don't think the upsets are coming this week. I don't really feel good about any of these games. I mean, we might see one or two. It's going to be, I think, a pretty boring week, honestly. Looking at the schedule and everything, there's 2 real big games. You have Michigan and Penn State, and Notre Dame and USC. But other than that, it's a pretty weak schedule. I do think Kentucky, has a chance to win this game. It'll probably be a good game. But I don't feel real confident about it. I did pick this one. I did pick Ole Miss to beat LSU. So I guess I do see a few upsets here. I do have Ole Miss beating LSU. The way that offense is playing, LSU has just really had to fight really hard the last 2 weeks to get wins. So I think, fatigue maybe catches up to them in this game. Ole Miss, that offense, I'm telling you, they have been on a roll ever since the second half of that Auburn game. So I like the Rebels to pull off the upset here. Next game, Indiana at Michigan State. Maybe this is the game Indiana gets. I've been saying all season I thought they would upset somebody. So maybe this is it. I don't know. I think Michigan State at home probably finds a way to win this game. So, yeah, I don't see it coming, but I see the potential there. Maybe we see an upset. But as far as my picks, I would probably still go with Michigan State in this game. Again, it was tough to find 8 games this week. We move on now to Louisville at Florida State. Florida State is a 6-point favorite. I felt all along that Florida State would win this game. They are going to have revenge on their minds. But Lamar Jackson, we'll see if Louisville may bounce back after that tough loss to Boston College. And I don't know. I mean, last year they absolutely destroyed Florida State, so maybe there was something there. Maybe it'll happen again. I don't know. Again, this is one I don't feel super confident about, but I do think Louisville might have a chance to win this game. Next game, Wake Forest at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, 6.5-point favorites. This one I think could go either way. I think this is a 50-50 game. If I had to pick, again, I would probably pick Georgia Tech, but I think Wake Forest has a chance. Georgia Tech has to be dejected after that loss to Miami. They had that game won. They let it slip away. So maybe Wake Forest comes in there and beats them. That's a not game. Rare that you see an ACC game and not like that, unless it's like a big game. So, yeah, maybe we'll see. Oklahoma State at Texas. Preseason, I picked Texas to win this game. They have been getting better. They've been getting better and better. Defense is playing well. Oklahoma State hasn't really been challenged. They haven't really played anybody besides TCU, and they lost that game. So this is one to watch. I do like Mason Rudolph and Oklahoma State to win a close game. But again, it's one where I could see an upset potentially happening. So we'll see what happens in that one. How about this next game? Iowa State, 6-point underdog on the road at Texas Tech. Texas Tech coming off a tough loss. Iowa State, of course, getting that one over. If Iowa State can win this one, they're going to really, start getting on a roll here and be a serious contender in the Big 12. I know that sounds crazy, but it could happen. And it really starts with this game. If they can get it done, you're going to have to really watch out for the Cyclones. They'll have a tiebreaker over Oklahoma. So could they potentially get into the Big 12 championship game? I don't know. I don't really see that happening, but you never know. And then we got Arizona State at Utah. Arizona State is 7-point underdog on the road. They're coming off that big win against Washington. I think this will be close. I do like Utah to win it, though, at home. If it was the other way around, I think Arizona State would probably win this game. But I think most of these games, at least against the spread, the underdog will win. I don't know if we'll get 6 out of 8 like we have the last 2 weeks. But as far as straight up upsets, I'm going to call for that Ole Miss one, and then maybe one more happens here. But I don't think we're going to get three or four. I think every week this whole season we've got 3 or 4 outright upsets out of the 8 games, which I think is pretty good. If you've been watching this from the beginning, when the season started, I said, hopefully we'll get 1 or 2 of these upsets each week. So it's been a crazy season, a lot of upsets. I think it'll continue, but maybe not this week. I think this will be a kind of a sleepy week this week. And you notice I didn't put Michigan on here. I just don't feel confident about them beating Penn State. So maybe they'll prove me wrong. I know the Michigan fans out there are looking for a huge win against Penn State. We'll see if it happens. But that's going to do it for our Upset Alert video this week. Go ahead and leave your comment down below. Who do you like out of these upset games that I've named? Or maybe there's a game out there that I didn't talk about where you think there's going to be an upset. I always like to hear from all of you. So go ahead and leave your comment down below. Thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned for more. Tomorrow we'll be in the Big 12 doing our midseason predictions, and also have our Week 8 preview where we're going to go through all the games for Week 8. So again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the SG1 Sports YouTube channel.